Okay, so we're here in the new version here of TSW. You know, I had to get it. It's just I have to. So I'm addicted. I have to buy this game every time. Anyway, we hope you guys are doing well. If you've noticed, I haven't been streaming for a while. We had a little one and just didn't have the time. But he's pretty big now, so a little easier to manage. So I'm trying to squeeze this in really quickly. So I hope you guys have been doing well. I'm just gonna go through some tutorials here. This is the first time I play this on PS5, so I'm at level 1. The profiles are console specific. So I always been playing it on PS4. Decided to move it to PS5 today, just to see how it looks. Unfortunately, so on PS5 I can stream the game, but I can't stream the game and then stream it to all of you at the same time, which would have been better for me because I could save space.
Embarking on a new career is always exciting. Today you're joining the list of people who work on the
We've done
railways,
this multiple
keeping the
times,
world's people
unfortunately. It
and
thinks that
cargo
we've never
running
played this
smoothly.
before. Even though our dovetail stuff
There's a
is
lot
up
to
to
learn,
date,
but you'll be taking it step by step.
just the way that they design things. It's again, it's console
Let's start by
specific,
looking
so
around. Find each of the markers
it's a little
and look at them.
screwed. Okay, so they want us to look around first. We've been through this like millions of times at this point. We're gonna look around, look up at this mark, look down, look left. It'll ask us probably if we want to invert, and I always say no, because that
Before you get to
doesn't
the
make any
trains,
sense unless
take
I'm
a quick
flying
tour
a
of the
plane.
facility here and learn the basics of moving around on foot.
Alright, let's go. Let me go. Free me. Free me. To walk across the grass.
Your current objective is shown in the top left of the screen.
Pretty good. Looks pretty good under 5. I was just worried about space. I did actually delete a bunch of
You've
stuff.
just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience level for the game.
Just don't really anymore. Hopefully sound isn't too bad.
This is one of the many route
PlayStation
tasks you
controller
can
with the
discover.
headset.
Keep an eye out for
Just
other
to kinda
tasks that will
smooth
ask you
through
to
things for
place,
now, but
collect, or
again,
fix a
just working
variety
back
of
into the
things.
rhythm. Not sure if we'll do this regularly anymore.
Head into the
I don't
main
know. We
building
gotta
to
see.
continue.
It'll be late night streams.
Walk
if
over to
anything
the
at
waiting
moment.
area.
They want us to sit.
You can pause at any point to review objectives and a lot of other information about what's happening at the moment. Try it now and then return to the game after you've had a look round.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is like how much space this will take up on.
Now that you've covered some of the basics of moving around and interacting with the environment, let's take a walk through the building and find the trains.
I could also just get the PS4 version of it on the PS5. It probably would take up less space. Look at that. Ooh, they give us the steam train in the tutorial now.
This is Central Square. From here you can explore the main training center depot and surrounding
Commuter
yards.
train, diesel.
Your journey operating trains is just getting started here at the training center. Remember, you can always come back here from the main menu to refresh your knowledge if you're unsure about anything.
Diesel here. Got our first trophy. It says that we're a freshman, which we're not, but nobody knows. Alright, so again, this will be real quick. I'll just do a few of the tutorials, nothing crazy today. Hopefully everything's running.
In this training module, you'll learn about the on-screen overlay known as the heads-up display, or HUD. You'll see it when you're in control of a train.
Not sure why.
You can configure a range of parameters for the HUD that affect how it looks in the game settings. In this tutorial, you're going to take a look at the two main types of HUD and make a first choice of which one you prefer. Get started by climbing up the ladder into this train and sit in the indicated driving seat.
Alright, let's climb into the train. Let's sit in the driver's seat. See how this goes.
Welcome to the most important seat in the train. Before you can start learning how to make the train move, you're going to need to understand what the HUD is telling you. There are 3 types of HUD. The one you're seeing now is the normal HUD. You'll learn that first, and then take a look at the minimal HUD next. There is also a simple HUD, which is essentially a cut-down version of the normal HUD. The HUD is a guide to show you what the train is doing, how you're doing, and what your next objectives are. You can tune what's shown here using the game settings. The main part of the normal HUD is the speed display in the bottom right. Your current speed is indicated by a white bar that will appear on the outside of the speedometer, and there is a red mark that indicates the maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate the forward, reverse, and neutral directions. A cross, or X, means the reverser is currently either not inserted or in the off position. This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power or throttle control is in. If the display is white, it refers to power. If the display is yellow, it means powered braking or dynamic braking. If the display is red, then the throttle is currently locked out and you will need to take steps to release the lock before power can be applied. You can learn about troubleshooting elsewhere in Training Center. These are the brake indicators. The exact one shown will vary by train and will often be visible in the train itself on the various gauges. These gauges tell you what is happening in the braking system. The most important one is the BC, or brake cylinder. In most trains, when this reads 0, that means the brakes are released. Anything else, and the brakes are applied. In the top right is the track monitor. This shows you the line ahead and allows you to see all the signals and speed limit changes that you're approaching. By default, the track monitor shows the signals with their actual red, yellow, or green aspect. But when you get more confident, you can hide this information via an option in the game settings. As you accelerate, the track monitor will extend its look-ahead distance so you can see much further ahead at higher speeds. This is all done automatically. Now that you're familiar with the normal HUD, it's time to take a look at the minimal HUD. You can change this via the game settings, but for this tutorial the game will change it automatically. You can see that most of the HUD is now gone. You are left with basic information in the top left corner. The minimal HUD immerses you in the experience of driving the train. Use the train's real gauges as much as possible. In the top left corner, you will see the information about your next objective and some limited information about what the train's doing, such as your current speed, the speed limit, and the gradient. Use the game settings to add and remove information from the minimal HUD. With less information, you'll find driving more challenging, but also more immersive and rewarding. Experienced players might prefer the minimal HUD, especially when driving from the cab view. The normal HUD is ideal for newcomers or anyone who wants to drive from an external camera. You can switch HUDs in game settings. Do you want to start with the normal HUD or minimal HUD?
Let's do minimal, because we've been in this forever.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the Training Center.
Okay, I'm gonna, I didn't want to replay it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna skip back to the main screen. And I'm gonna go back into training. Let's see, so I'll go back into training, see what's downloading so far. We can do some Cardiff really quickly. nothing here. Yes, it is. Let's do the module intro, and then we will just maybe do one of the scenarios and wrap it up there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we won't do a scenario. We'll just do a route really quickly, because I want to label the scenarios individually if I ever get a chance to do them.
Hello and welcome to your first day driving on the Cardiff City Commuter Network. Cardiff Central is one of the oldest train stations in the UK and was created by
this is the first time we've been in Wales, right?
One of the most influential figures in rail history. When the site of Cardiff Central was prone to flooding, it was his idea to divert the entire River Taff to the west to make the site safer for a train station. Follow the markers to approach the empty route map billboards around the station and interact with them to place the route maps.
I can't say that we've done... I have most of the maps. I kind of slacked off the last one. It looks like their MO is to make us get a new version of this every September. I know that they're updating things, but...
Take some time to explore the station and find other tasks. Fix up other route maps, organize stray leaks, eat Welsh cakes, and collect
good for the
love
company.
spoons.
I mean, they do a lot of work. I'm not gonna bash them. Right?
Follow the markers and take a seat anywhere you like aboard this Class 153 Super Sprinter.
I'm all in person, so I usually end up getting the expensive versions and all that other good stuff. Train. Is this something to pick up? Pillow. What is that? A love spoon. Okay. I don't know about a love spoon. Alright, enter the train. Jeez. A lot of people coming off of there. Ugh. Not done? Oh my goodness. I've never seen this many people get off the train in this game before. Oh my god. Are you done? Oh, what's going on? That's it? Okay, jeez.
Follow the markers and take a seat anywhere you like aboard this Class 153 Super Sprinter.
Are there empty seats? Yeah, perfect. I want to sit by myself. Alright, I mean, yeah, I don't know. If you can see any major differences here in the screens or
As
anything,
the central
feel free
station
to
in the
let me
capital
know.
city, Cardiff Central is a hub for trains all over the eastern United Kingdom.
Can't really say I see
The network
anything.
accommodates
It's
local
a major
services
difference
such as
between
to
the
Barry
two
Island or
systems.
express services to London. Did you know that a Class 153 railcar has actually been stripped out and used as a community cafe? The stripped out body shell of Unit 153374 was donated to the Llanelli and Mynydd Mawr Railway and is now a cafe at Cynnaedfair.
Cynnaedfair. Okay. I would have never been able to say that without hearing him pronounce it. That was Cynnaedfair.
Cardiff Queen Street Station has existed almost as long as Cardiff Central. Its original name was Taff Vale Station, but was demolished and replaced with Cardiff Queen Street in honour of Queen Victoria.
A lot of the UK lines, the terminals, and leading in from the city, into the city centre, all
the Class 153 and Class 150 featured in this city commuter network are part of the Sprinter family, which are used all over the United Kingdom. Made to service rural branch lines or to boost capacity on services with high passenger volumes. You have a good chance of spotting these iconic British trains on almost any route.
So I think I'm going to do is
Wales is also home to the world's oldest surviving railway company. Festiniog Railway was opened in 1832 and still operates today.
Probably
The first fare-paying passenger railway service was also started
and
in
then
Wales
play 6 on
by
PS5.
Swansea and
Maybe I'll move 6 to PS5 at some point.
The world's first railway journey was 9 miles from Penderyn Ironworks to the Merthyr-Cardiff Canal in 1804 and was operated by Richard Trevithick, the inventor of the high-pressure steam engines that would eventually become the first conventional trains. As a driver on this busy city commuter network, you will be operating the Class 153 Super Sprinter and the slightly older Class 150 Sprinter. Both trains have served the urban and rural routes in the United Kingdom for decades. Take on the tightly packed Cardiff Central Station and the single-track stations from Cardiff Bay to Corriton in this dense and bustling city route, and see all that the Welsh capital has to offer.
Yeah, so I'm actually excited about this. I always get excited for a new train sim. They actually changed the, let's try the training module next. They actually changed the theme song, which they usually do. I liked 5's theme song. It was very orchestral. It was like huge. Like, I'm an orchestra kid. It just felt large. And
Hello,
expensive.
and welcome
this
to the
one's
training
kind of
center.
more
In
rock
this
and
training
roll-ish,
module, you
if
will
I
be
would say
learning
so.
the operation of a Class 150
we'll see how
diesel
everything
hydraulic
goes.
multiple unit in transport for
Yeah.
Wales livery.
Right,
During this brief introduction, we will go through the primary driver controls
it's
and
diesel.
passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started.
Alright, I'm going to follow the marker boards here. Again, pretty standard stuff. We got a little bit of early release here, so this is nice. But for the most part, there's no surprises yet. Alright, let's make our way in. Let's press the buttons to open the door.
Sit down in the driver's seat. This is where you will be spending most of your time.
Seat down and sit. What did it want me to do? I opened the door already. Oh, I gotta close it. Wow. It didn't even
Set
say
the
to close
master
it, just
key
sit
to
in the
unlock
thing.
to begin the startup procedure.
Alright, master unlocked. Gonna go to neutral. Alright, that still works.
Set the train's headlight switch to the right position. Headlights are important for letting others know.
We'll turn the marker lights on.
Before we get
Stand
the
up.
train in motion, step out of the driver's seat and head over to the guard panel. This is where you can manually open and close the train's doors.
Why do I have to do that? Where's the guard? That was weird. It actually just threw me like out of the thing.
These guard panels are used to operate the train doors. Typically, a conductor would operate this separately from the driver. Make sure the doors are closed, then sit back down in the driver's seat and we can get the train moving.
Alright, let's close the door. Set this to close. Take the key out. Close the panel. I wonder if there is a... Oh, no. Alright, let's close it. Where's this panel? Oh, come on. I already have this thing locked. Like, why would you still be able to open the door? Close.
The train is now ready to move. Set the reverser to the forward position.
Sit. Reverser to forward.
Let's get moving. Set the throttle lever to notch 1.
Notch 1.
Set the brake lever to the release position.
Release.
Slowly notch up the throttle lever to reach the speed indicated.
Going up to 30 miles an hour. Yeah, I mean, the modeling is pretty much the same. I mean, I would say it looks a little bit sharper on the PS5. But all in all, there's nothing too crazy there. Trying to get up to 30. Probably would have 4 on it. Oh, I got 7 selections on it. Okay. Let's go to 4. Okay, 30. Oh, that's not 30 miles an hour, my bad. I thought it was in miles per hour, but it's in kilometers. There we go.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain. This diesel hydraulic multiple unit features an inline-6 4-stroke turbo diesel engine capable of 286 horsepower. It is important to not exceed the speed limit. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake effort by moving the brake lever into step 1. You are now approaching the next stop. Use the brake lever to gradually apply more braking effort and come to a stop at the station. Don't worry if you miss the platform, you are free to go around this loop as many times as you want.
I think we'll be okay. Nice. Got a trophy. We reached driver level 2. All right. Alright, we gotta make our way to the next one now. Is there a guard button here? I don't see one. That's automatic sanding, okay. Let's close the door. Oh, it is a 7. There we go, that's what I was looking for. Release, put a power, release the brake. Maybe it doesn't roll back on us. Alright, let's move. Yeah, so far so good. Can't complain. Does everything we expect it to do. Uh-oh, what happened? It's got like an emergency braking thing. I don't know why. Alright, baby's acting up. Let me check on the baby. I'm gonna meet you guys for a second. We're gonna stop at Metro North location. Yep, so I haven't been streaming for a while. I was actually home for 12 weeks with my son. My wife went back to work. Prior to that, he was born, and just time-wise, I just didn't have time. I just didn't have a lot of time. So going back to work on Monday, still, getting stuff set with him, babysitting, work, all that stuff. So won't always be able to squeeze one in, but I might try to squeeze in like maybe an hour here and there, see how long some of these new scenarios take, try to pop some of those into the stream like I used to do. Again, we're playing this on PS5 right now. It looks really good. PS5 is not struggling. There's no kind of skipping or loss of frames or anything so far.
Good work. That concludes all of the basics for operating.
Pretty standard train. I feel like we've driven similar trains like this routinely. The next one is the Class 153 intro, which they said we'll be driving 150s and 153s. So let's do that one. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. We'll probably go for a little bit longer before we wrap up tonight. Just because...
Hello, and welcome to the training center. In this training module, you will be learning the operation of a Class 153 diesel hydraulic railcar and transport for Wales livery.
But yeah, I hope everybody's been doing well.
During this brief introduction, we will go through the primary driver controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started. Sit down in the driver's seat. This is where you will be spending most of your time.
It's nice. I like new cars.
Set the master key to unlocked to begin the startup procedure. Set the train's headlights to day headlight. Headlights are important for letting others know that this train is currently operational. Before we get the train in motion, step out of the driver's seat and head over to the guard panel. This is where you can manually open and close the trains. These guard panels are used to operate the train doors. Typically, a conductor would operate this separately from the driver.
Alright, so I
the
wonder
train
if
is now
get
ready to
some,
move. Set the reverser to the forward position.
Some conductor work. Working with the passengers and the tickets. Let's see.
Let's get moving. Set the
Okay.
Slowly notch up the throttle lever to reach the speed indicated.
Okay, I'm starting to move. Just make sure we don't get too much wheel slip, because that can kill the power and cause it to lock up on us. Okay, looks pretty good. So, moving along here pretty well. Alright, so we're making our way. What do we have on here? About 7 selections again. Okay, that's consistent. So no matter which train we have, we should have a decent understanding of how fast it could go. Alrighty.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed. This diesel hydraulic multiple unit features an inline-6 4-stroke turbo diesel engine capable of 286 horsepower. It is important to not exceed the speed limit. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of brake effort by moving the brake lever into step 1. You are now approaching the next stop. Use the brake lever to gradually apply more braking effort and come to a stop at the station. Don't worry if you miss the platform, you are free to go around this loop as many times as you want.
What's up, Trauma? How you doing? I am doing well. I just actually had to pick up the baby because he started getting up. You know how the babies do. Alright. Okay, I accidentally went into emergency. They didn't really tell me yet how to get out of it. Alright, so let's to emergency. How you doing? Yeah, so we're chilling. He just woke up. He was sleeping, but every time I'm doing something, he likes to see what I'm doing. So he's happy right here in my arms with my controller and everything. Let's try to figure out how we get this thing out of this emergency setting. Let's try full service, neutral. Usually we have to like build up some brake pressure again. They did not cover this for us because this wasn't supposed to happen, but what ended up happening is I was grabbing him, and then in that process I lost track of where we were and I accidentally put it into emergency. Alright, is there a reset? This is for TPS. The fan works. Nice, we need that. Yeah, when I actually, sometimes I watch like some flight videos and stuff, and he's like watching it. So I think that might be in his wheelhouse. He's like, "What are you doing? I want to see it." But he's sleepy. Actually got a vaccine yesterday. Nothing crazy, but he is a trooper. How you been, Trauma? How's everything going, man? How's working? Oh, I know why we're stuck. I didn't close the door. I thought it was because of the emergency. This is what I get for not paying attention. You see what I'm saying, Bubba? This is what happens when Daddy doesn't pay attention. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. You want to say something? You want to say hi? Yeah. How's life in the Midwest? How's work been, man? You still been playing what's name with Cyan? Apex Legends with the Cyan family. I was trying to save him from some humiliation. But be careful, don't pull the cable too much, okay? Nope, don't pull it. Be careful. If you mess with this stuff too much, they're not going to be able to hear us. Yep. So yeah, I have to go back to work starting on Monday. I was home for 12 weeks. That was actually pretty fun. It was interesting. It was nice to spend time with him. I did appreciate it, but I'm looking forward to going back to work. I like being able to do some problem solving and just get out of the house for a little bit. But he's big and strong and tall. He's very smart. Yeah. You want your passy? Let me get it. You probably want my controller, but I gave you one of your own, and you didn't play with it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Crazy things, but hopefully good. Hopefully nothing too bad. But I know how it is. Hopefully it all works out. It usually does. It's a pain in the butt, but usually it all works out in the end. Bubba, you want to scratch me? Scratch right there. No, you don't want to? Why not? I need you to scratch me. My arm is itchy. You always want to scratch me when you're ready to go to sleep. Yeah, of course. Like I said, it always does. Sometimes when you're in it, it's a pain. But I've learned that it always works out in the end. Oh, is the brake still on? I'm stopping really poorly. It's okay. I'm distracted because I have this little guy on my lap. Alright, bub. Let's go to the main menu. We'll probably wrap this up pretty soon. I was hoping he was going to sleep a little longer, but then I had to download certain things, and it was just one of those random things. Let me see something. You're very warm. Did you pee? Are you okay? Did you make it through everything? Oh, good. You did a good job. You're fine. You're fine, you're fine. I'm gonna get the controller back. Just give me a second. You know I bought a controller for you that you could bite, but you don't use it. You don't use it, Bubby. I know you rather use Daddy's controllers. But yeah, this is my first time playing this on PS5. It looks very good. Let's see what the scenarios look like. We got translator, which is 20 minutes. Stations in Cardiff for getting some changes. Signage all over need to be translated from English to Welsh. And Transport for Welsh has asked you to help out. Board the train, take a tour around Cardiff. Trying to move this thing along. I have to move it here. Their like map stuff is, I mean, their like navigation on their pages is always bad. I'm trying to read this, then scroll down, but it won't. Maybe if I click on it. Okay. Yeah, that locks it. Nope, it's still just moving the map. Thank you, man. He is a big boy. He's very tall. Are you a little warm? Are you warm? It sounds like you might be. Alright, Bubs, just give me a few seconds. Can you stop spitting that thing out? Alright, I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap it up because you're gonna fight me. I don't want to hear you crying and stuff. And you can't use my controller. No. Here. He always wants to do when I'm eating something, he wants to eat it. If I'm playing something, he wants to play it. It's just the way things are. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to continue this on PS5 for now. We may switch it back to PS4. I'm definitely going to keep... Oh my goodness, be quiet. I'm definitely going to keep one version, TSW5 on the PS4 for now. And we'll probably hop back between the two as we play. Alright folks, thanks Trauma for stopping by. I got a little one losing it over here. So we will chat with everyone later. Stay safe everyone. And thanks for hanging out. Catch you soon everybody. We're going to try to see if we can get a little bit of a schedule working again. I appreciate it. Alright, stay safe.